What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Another episode. Beautiful, beautiful day. So let's talk about it. Shout out to all the frontline healthcare workers. Okay, number one, working in healthcare is beautiful, right? But it is stressful. Okay, especially dealing with this COVID-19 pandemic. What I see as an issue in healthcare with this pandemic, every company got different policies and procedures on how to handle this. Okay, speaking with nursing homes, I'm gonna speak from that perspective. I don't work in the hospital, so I can't speak from a hospital perspective because I don't work in a hospital. I work in a nursing home. So when nursing home, they're still a business, so they still got to take in admits to keep the doors open, because if they don't get admits, doors closed and jobs are lost. So now when they get new people, it's a policy now, according to the CDC, where you have to quarantine them for 14 days. Now, this is the problem. If you quarantine them, should the staff wear the PPE, the gowns, the masks, the gloves when they go in these rooms. So a lot of things that I'm learning and witnessing, that a lot of folks, they're just doing stuff out of thin air. The CDC giving certain guidelines. Some stuff, a lot of these facilities can't even keep up with the guidelines because they don't have enough masks, enough gowns, enough gloves, just enough equipment. But now that this pandemic is here and that we are yet dealing with this situation, it is really letting us know how unprepared we was as a country and how we wasn't prepared for this situation. And this, when I looked at and not Anderson Cooper, who's the man. When I looked at Don Lemon did a show, and he talked about President Obama when he talked about that it's going to come a time where we have a deadly virus. And he talked about it. He said we have to be prepared because it's going to happen. And unfortunately, people did not take heed to that warning, and a lot of folks did not take heed to it when it comes to this. So now we are here, and it's a lot of healthcare workers that I know personally have been affected by COVID-19, and a lot of homes have to put scenarios in place or what they're going to do. Do they have enough masks? Do they have enough gowns? Are they telling their employees to be strong, or how to handle these situations? Because a lot of employees have never dealt with, especially in my lifetime, I have never dealt with something of this magnitude. So a lot of people, this is new. Then you got a lot of brand new CNAs, brand new PCT techs that just got out of school. So you don't know how to handle the situation. You got to be strong, and you have to willing to listen. And this is where good nursing comes in. And a lot of these nurses are really going to have to lose their common sense and be like, okay, we got to do this, improvise. So I'm really praying for a lot of the nurses, a lot of the CNAs, patient care techs, because it's a lot of work dealing with all of that every single day. Knowing when you walk inside of a nursing home or a hospital, you are literally walking into a battlefield, because you don't know what's going to be waiting at you at the door, or you don't know what you're bringing into that facility. So it's a lot that goes around with it, a lot of stuff, a lot of nervousness. So I'm yet encouraging all healthcare workers, that we should all be in a union. We should all be able to have hazard pay. We should all be able to have more money as a worker because of the type of job that we're doing. I 100% agree with that. I believe every essential worker, especially in healthcare, should have no doubt hazard pay, no doubt health care. No doubt if you contract COVID-19, they definitely should be able to pay all of your bills, your healthcare bills, your healthcare. If you have contracted anything COVID-19 related, you should be all your bills. That facility or that place of business that you work at should pay your bills. To be honest with you, should pay. That's how I look at it. If you contract that at a nursing home or a hospital, that hospital should be liable to pay all your healthcare expenses. That's just how I look at it. But of course, this is America. This is a capitalist. I don't care. And a lot of people, if you sick, if you got this, you apply for unemployment, apply for your benefits, whatever it takes, because it's out there. And it's unfortunate a lot of employees are suffering because they don't have health care. So, yes, I just was speaking about that. We tend to forget about this. We're in a nursing home, group home, or rehab because if it breaks out there, you don't have enough resources. And a lot of hospitals are telling these nursing homes before you bring them, try to treat them there at the nursing home. Well, we'll bring a ventilator at the nursing home and let them stay there instead of them pretty much coming to the hospital. And now it can't work because they got to be out and isolated in the right procedure. And a lot of nursing homes, and I'm going to say this because I worked in a lot of them, they are not trained appropriately. A lot of people, including myself, need to be retrained on how to put on a gown, how to put on a mask, how to put on gloves, how to take off a gown, how to take off gloves. I believe every single facility needs to retrain their employees on how to handle a room, that if a patient is in isolation, how to do. Every nurse home should re-educate they staff. That's just me personally. I think every nurse, every hospital should retrain they staff of the appropriate way of doing business. Because we all know you work in healthcare, you don't do it by the book. You do it by the quickest way that's gonna get you to point A to point Z. And I'm just keeping it 100. A lot of people ain't gonna tell you that. They be like, oh no, all that stuff, that ain't the truth. In reality, a lot of us just do stuff that's the quickest way. You don't be doing it by the book, step by step. Because a lot of that stuff is very time consuming. If you got 23 residents or 20 some residents, and a lot of them is heavy residents that you got to do a lot of work, you think you about to do it from step 1 to step 13? No way. You gonna skip a lot of steps to get through that hall, to get through your set. Period. Because if you ain't getting to your set, you a bad CNA. They still want you to do your showers. They still want you to do that. So, if you really go by the book and spend the time like you supposed to spend the time on the patient, you at least gonna be in there for about 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes per patient. It's 7.5 hours in a day. If you work 8 hours, you got to take 30 minutes for a lunch break. Half of the work ain't gonna get done by the time you do everything by the book. A lot of folks ain't gonna be touched. And that's the reality for certain nursing homes. There should be people from armed services that are trained to do this, are not trained for this. And they have to be definitely trained for it, to be perfectly honest. But, I just had to say that. And I had to put this in a video because I work in healthcare and I get it. And I've known some people personally that work in the business and have contracted COVID-19. I've worked it, I've known some people that have gotten it. And I even told, even before it happened, I said, it ain't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Every time you work in a hospital or nursing home, your chances of getting it is high. That's just me being real. Your chance of getting it because you are working around where it's at. That's just like if you go away in war, if you go to Iraq and Afghanistan, it's a high possibility, a chance that you might not come back. That's just the reality of it all. That's one of the risks of doing this type of work. And if you work in an emergency room, your chance is even higher than a person that work in a group home, than a nursing home. But if you work like in an intensive care unit, in a county hospital, and these mega hospitals, your chances is up there. Period. And that's just the truth. So I just had to definitely say that. Moving along, the Clark sisters got a new movie. It's gonna be coming on Lifetime, and I heard from Dr. Larry Reed that he watched it. He said it's gonna be good, so I want all y'all to watch it. If you ain't got nothing to do, tune into Lifetime at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, the Clark sisters. It's a movie about their life, their legacy, and I'm hearing that it was good. The only downfall I heard, according to Dr. Larry Reed, little review that he did, was that the Denise character, he really didn't agree with it. And I'm really looking forward to see how they're gonna handle her character, because I'm interested. Ever since I heard Denise Clark interview on the Dr. Larry Reed show. Because I love saying Dr. Larry Reed, because I know the enemy is mad when I say Dr. Larry Reed. You know, the enemy got upset that I said, just get mad when I say that. So I just love saying Dr. Larry Reed. Okay. He's not a medical doctor. He's not a medical doctor. What kind of doctor is he? I'm like, he's a doctor, Larry D. Reed. Okay. You know, so you got to say it again. You know, when you got a hater and they get mad about your name, you got to put an emphasis on that name. Okay. All right, so yeah, on Dr. Larry Reed, they talked about the Clark sisters, and he talked about the movie. So I want you all to go tune in and watch the movie so we can just kiki and talk about it. So after the movie, I do my review, talk about it. Maybe we can open up the phone lines if anybody are interested in that magnitude, okay? I put my radio in the title because I want to give a special shout out to her, because that woman have been nothing but a blessing for the new subscribers, to the new viewers that she brought in, and I thank her for that. She even put a fire in me to keep going, because I was like, man, I ain't got nothing to talk about. I need something, a little and she gave me that little and I thank her for the love. I thank her supporters. I thank my producers. I thank them for now joining us and joining this, you know, this platform. We are growing every single day. So I especially would like to thank her for just blessing my platform. Okay, I probably never returned to church, but I still love gospel music. Clark sisters are legendary. Amen to that. So I know a lot of people were saying like, she don't think Wiley's a threat. Why would she go on Wiley Show? Because I'm approachable and I'm easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna come in with these humongous egos and try to do that. She can get her point across. I'm gonna treat her as the queen. I know her persona, what she brings to the table. So I'm gonna massage that. I'm gonna say, okay, here you go. You produce that. This is you. I don't want to change you. I want you to be able to speak. I don't want to censor her. I want her to keep it real, because that's what her audience like, and I like it when she keep it authentic. And the stuff, I was speechless of the stuff that she was saying, because she's so just cut to the point and just woo. And the way how she dragged them out, really, that made that man respond, because she can drag. She come at you direct. And so he had no other choice but to come at her direct. But he took the video down and he put it for his only members, because he's talking about all the people that's seen it. This is chess, not checkers. Boy, if you got the energy, keep it up. Like, you talked about it, you called her B word, you said all that, just keep it up. Let's say it's My Radio and The Wiley Show are two of my favorite YouTube channels. You're actually sliding out of the beef sector in silence. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It's all okay. Baby, when you tuned into Lipstick Alley and you used to see your name and or every other page, and you don't see your name at all, you have left the beef sector. When you tune into Lipstick Alley and you turn into page after page after page, if you don't see your name, you have completely left the beef sector. So and every once in a while you get a little dose of the beef sector. Sometimes the beef ain't gone automatically. I'm embedded into the beef. I'm one of the architects that helped build. I'm not a founder, because somebody said, you ain't the founder of the beef. I never said I was a founder. I said I am one of the architects. I am one of the builders that laid the bricks of the foundation of the beef sector. It was other that put bricks, but when I came, I put my layer to it. You know what I'm saying? I put my style to it. You know what I mean? So that can never, ever, ever be just pushed aside. I'm a critical player in the beef sector. I can come in, hey y'all, what up? What y'all talking about? Drag, and I can leave. And right now, it was in my spirit to transition and talk about other stuff. But if somebody from the beef sector call into my show, I ain't gonna act like I don't know her, because Tracy was on my show last night. Some of the people didn't know who she was, but that's okay. I can make this entertaining. Make a big move. I'm happy for you to continue. Yeah, follow you. So I'm not the founder of the beef sector, because you know you got to be careful with these terms. And I can easily slide in, and I can will it in. And I tell a lot of people that was in the beef sector, they can really grow to the next level, and you will see it. Like I saw it like a year ago. And I said, I want to do something else on my platform where I can work with other people. But it's difficult for me to reach these other people when I'm just talking about this person. I'm not going to say no name, because everybody can't handle when I say names. So in this instance, I can't say names. So if I'm talking about this person, a lot of people won't know. But if I talk about like Melly or I'm talking about Mob Radio or the Mob Wiggins, they're a little bit bigger and more in the industry, or Tasha or Daytime Tea Time or the Impressive. That can actually work when it's a lot more people viewing them and it just gloom in. The beauty of the Wiley Show is because I know how to beef. I said that name wrong. That's why I love saying Mob Radio. I know how to beef. I know how to be messy. I know how to be professional. But that's the beauty of the beef sector that I love, because the beef sector taught me something that it just taught me how to be quick on my feet. It taught me how to drag a person from the east to the west, the south to the west, and I learned how to study people in the beef sector. Because in order for you to be successful, you got to see what's out there. If you're beefing, you got to study them, know their characteristics, learn their weaknesses, learn their strengths, and just go at it. So a lot of stuff, I just learned from that, and I thank God for that, because at the end of the day, whatever I do, if I'm caught in any type of controversy, that sector will always mention me. I don't think we'll ever forget, because I'm going to always knowing how to stay relevant, and that's why I love them. So anything that I try to do, any little controversy I'm in, they right there to report it, because they know me. Some of them don't like me in real life. Some of them don't like me in real life, and that's okay. Now on Patreon, we'll get into whatever. I gotta drag a couple of folks on Patreon. So on Patreon, we'll get into that next week. You got so many times right. I got on that channel, and I just saw, because I just know how to network with people, and I know what numbers I can bring to people's channels. You know, some folks will get in the behind the Patreon gates. Now, if it leak out, I have no control over that. So get your Kleenex. Because some folks, I can put some on Patreon, it can stay up for months. It get in the right hand, they get the crown. Oh, Wiley, I can't believe he posted that on his Patreon. He dragged me. Maybe I talked about that like 2 months ago. People on Patreon like, what they talking about? So, but I want to give a special shout out to Mob Radio, because she said some people my way. And shout out to the Mob Wiggins Show, because despite what it is, he see that I'm growing, and he see that, and I love just to go back and forth with people. That's the beauty of it, because you're not beefing like by yourself, and I see the little bits and pieces. I'm like, okay, this is what I can bring in to the show, and all that type of stuff that I can bring into the product and stuff like that. And so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm excited for the change. I'm excited for what God has in store for this channel, and I can't wait till we get to 10,000. I think that's gonna be a beautiful party for us, because we worked our butt off to get to this moment. Everything that we worked for, nobody gave me nothing. I had to work and strategize and literally work with this, interview out this, and my resume is great, and I'm proud of the people that I have interviewed and talked to, and the stories that I have told, and the shows that I have been doing. I think that I thank God for those opportunities. I thank God for it all. I thank God for all the people that drag me. I thank you. Keep up that same energy. And when the Clark sisters, some of them might not like me after this movie, but I'm gonna be doing some dragging tonight. So I'm here for. I'm gonna watch the movie tonight at 8 p.m. on Lifetime. They ain't pay me to promote it. I ain't got the juice like that yet. But I'm gonna talk about the movie, and I'm gonna give my own spin to it, what I think about that movie tonight. So I want y'all to watch it. If you're not a Christian, it's a biopic. It's entertaining, and I think you all should, especially if you're a woman. Especially if you was in the church or not in the church, you curious, you want to see how things go in the business, watch that movie tonight. I definitely want y'all to watch it tonight. All right, let me see, what time is it? Oh God. Speaking of this Grow Network success, you're gonna be seeing me interview bigger and better celebrities. I'm gonna be on better shows. I will be on television. That just a given. I will be into producing, directing, acting. I'm doing comedy show. It's a lot that I'm going to be doing. Okay, I think in my 30s you're going to see like, wow, Wiley doing this, Wiley doing that. Everything that I've worked hard for, I am going to keep doing it. Well, how do you get a haircut when the salons and barbershop is supposed to be shut down? I gotta connect. Everybody was like, how are you able to get a haircut? Because I got to connect. I got me some friends in high and low places. I got some friends with some talent. One of our friends is making my logo, and I've been just ignoring his messages and stuff like that. So I gotta get my logos and get my stuff together. And I gotta call. I gotta get my other shirts and stuff like that. But y'all be blessed out there. I have a friend. What a friend I have in Jesus. He cut me real good. I got a barber that do house calls. I travel. I'm just that type of way. I'm up there now, so I can make a phone call, cut my hair. I can demand some things. I work hard for a lot of this stuff. But I'm supposed to be social distancing. But I took a risk for that haircut. So if I get COVID, it'll be my fault. My barber, but it wasn't no barbershop, But best of, he got to get paid too. You got to give. But if I get that COVID, it'll be all my fault. That ain't funny. But that ain't funny. Y'all better leave. Hold up, I got to go. Y'all better leave my mayor Lightfoot alone. That's one mayor that's getting dragged on social media. That's one woman, and she's a lesbian. And she looked like it. She looked like a lesbian. I'm gonna be honest with you. She looked like it. I'm looking like this. I could tell when Mayor Lightfoot, when she had a bad day. I could tell when she pissed. I could tell she ain't getting on in the bedroom. Because it just shows her facial expression. And I can tell she will cuss you out. That's one mayor. Yeah, I seen the memes. You sent me. That's one mayor. If you get under Lightfoot skin, she will cuss you out. That's one mayor that will cuss you out. It look like if you ask her, if you get under her skin so much, she will cuss out the type of cuss. Baby, that man is stressed out. Baby, that man be having on that wrinkle pantsuit. Baby, that man have on that nappy afro. Let me see. I should have said no nappy afro. But I love that man Lightfoot. At the end of the day, I love her in that nappy afro. But that afro do need to be faded. Now Lightfoot is the mayor of Chicago. Now, Chicago, y'all can't hire Mayor Lightfoot a barber. She need a barber on her staff to get her a lining. Yeah, I'm Chicago. We'll find you. Let me go. I'm over my time. Let me go. They probably looking for me. I got to go back inside. Y'all pray for me, pray for people and everything. Yes, you practice social distancing. Let me go. I'll see y'all later. Let me know how I did in the comments. Gotta go. Peace and blessings to you all.